Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 83 of Gains, and this one is titled Protective. Yin, what's wrong? Are you okay? Hagakure asked, her uniform sleeves flapping in the wild panic. I don't want to say too much, but I really love all of you guys, and I'm just so happy to be here. Thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me. You sobbed, which only caused the girls to fuss and cuddle you even more. Tissues! Tissues! Eureka called while Mina squeezed you tighter and kept showering you with words of praise and love. It was such a scene that when Bakugou sauntered in late, he was thrown and thought immediately that something had happened to you. Get back! He shouted as he ripped Eureka off you and grabbed you into him, pushing Mina off as well. What happened? What did they do to you? He barked at you, spinning you around so that he could look you in the eyes. Bakugou, I'm fine, I promise, you said, tears streaming down your cheeks. You don't look fine, he growled, giving everybody around you a death stare. Bro, it's okay. She's okay, I promise, Kiri called. He had been unable to get to you in the fray, but had been keeping watch from the back of the group, knowing you were all right. Bakugou still had his arms around you protectively when Aizawa walked in and the teacher stopped for a second. Let go of her now, he suddenly said loudly, hair standing on end as his eyes glowed angrily. Everyone scattered and Bakugou let you go with a click of his tongue and sauntered over to his desk. You quickly wiped your eyes and sat down as well. You certainly didn't want to be on the bad side of Aizawa on your first day back at school. He got into teaching very quickly and then set some reading time and called your name. Yin, a word, please, he said, standing up from his desk and walking to the front doors of the classroom. You felt all eyes on you as you slowly got up from your seat and walked towards Aizawa. What was wrong? Had you done something wrong? With your eyes down, you followed him out of the classroom and stopped when he turned to you. I'm going to ask directly, and I expect a straight answer, Aizawa said as he looked down at you. Is Bakugou being a bother to you? You looked up at him in surprise. No, sir, you replied with confusion. He isn't. You can tell me, Aizawa said in a more gentle voice than what he had just used a second ago. None of this talk will ever get back to him, and I'll make sure he's always away from you. No, sir, I promise, he's fine. He hasn't done anything to me, you replied again, still not following what was going on. Yin, Aizawa said in a more firm voice. I saw the tape, and although you do look friendly, he was involved in an incident with you, and then this morning I come in to find him holding you in a firm grip. You need not hide it if you feel unsafe. Oh, no, sir, you have misunderstood the situation, you replied defensively, shaking your head vigorously. The class, you held up your arm with the silver band around it, made this for me as a good luck charm, and it made me emotional as I haven't had the best experiences in past schools, and I can't believe how nice everyone is here. And then Bakugou came in and saw me crying and got protective. He does care, sir. I know he seems like he doesn't, but I promise he does. And then you walked in and it probably looked really bad, but that's the truth. Aizawa could see you were telling the truth, and so nodded his head and let his arms fall to his side. Very well. On other matters, how are you feeling? He asked. I'm doing much better, thank you. I'm ready for the evaluation this afternoon, you replied. Good. It'll be held on the training field after school. Please arrive in sports uniform, Aizawa said. Okay, got it, you said with a smile. He nodded and turned to go back to the classroom. Oh, sir? You called to him. Yes, he asked, turning his head back to look at you. Sir, you said tape. Was there a recording of what happened at the duel with Bakugou? You asked. Yes, there's a recording, Aizawa replied. May I watch it? You asked eagerly. I'll let you watch it after your evaluation, he replied, and then he walked back to the classroom. You nodded silently and then followed him back in and took your seat. After school, you rushed to get your sports uniform on and then come back to the training arena. You were excited but mostly nervous and entered the grounds with as much confidence as you could muster. Aizawa was there with another man, and you approached them both with a small smile. Good afternoon, Yin. My name is Kyo. I will be evaluating your quirk today as your teacher here tells me that there appears to be some vast improvements in your skill level. I think so, sir, you said meekly. I've been working hard, but I don't think that I have anything special to show for it yet, but that hasn't deterred me. That's a lovely, humble attitude, he replied. I will be the judge of your skill level, but I will let Aizawa here take the reins and I will observe. You nodded and turned to Aizawa. Same as the first test we did. I want you to run one lap around the track, and when you come back here we will commence the testing of output. he said. Set yourself. You quickly looked down at the track, then at where the track led, and got your feet into position. Ready? He called. Go. You took off at a smart pace, and he watched you go for a bit before turning to the evaluator. Here are her notes from her first training session at the beginning of the year, he said, pulling some notes out from under his arm and handing it to Kyo. The man took it and read it over, and then glanced up to see how you were doing. You were still running and coming down the back stretch. She's already improved at a basic fitness level, he commented, seeing that you were keeping a steady pace. Aizawa nodded. I didn't expect her to improve this quickly. She's also dropped a little weight. I am monitoring that though, he commented. Kyo nodded. You were coming around the bend to the straight now and pushed yourself a little more to get to the finish quicker. Arms up, Aizawa commented as you crossed the finish line. Walk to the red marker. Maximum output. Concentrated or glow? You panted. Glow, he replied. You grit your teeth and pushed your quirk to maximum, palms glowing so brightly that Aizawa needed to squint and look away a bit. Maximum, he called, and a part of you was disappointed. I thought I was doing maximum, you wondered, pushing yourself even more. Go Yin Go, glow those arms. Stay tuned for chapter 84 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.